Hello everybody, my name is Hassan Nafid. I'm an anatomy and physiology instructor at Madison College in Wisconsin. I wanted to talk to you today about the cell. The cell is the simplest form of life that can exist. Cells form the bodies of animals, or cells might be the only body that an organism has. For example, the bacteria is a unicellular organism. That means the whole body of the bacteria is one cell that performs all the vital activities of that bacteria. Human and higher animals have billions and billions of cells that build their bodies. So we are multicellular organisms. Human has more complicated body and structure. We are collection of systems like the cardiovascular system, the respiratory system, the digestive system, the nervous system, the skeletal system, and so on. These systems are collection of organs. For example, the digestive system has the stomach, the intestine, the pancreas, the colons, and so forth. These are the organs that form the digestive system. These systems will form our body. If we look at the detailed structure of these organs are collection of tissues. These tissues are nothing but millions or maybe thousands, hundreds of cells that are put together in a fine architecture to perform the particular function of that organ. For example, the cells of the liver. The cells of the liver, they all look alike. They have the same structure, they behave the same way, and they perform the same function of the liver. Let's take a closer look at the cell. I do have two cells here, and the two of them look alike. In a lot of the features, there is a little minor differences. This is a plant cell. I'm going to bring the camera a little bit closer so you can talk about it. This is a plant cell. If you observe, it does have a lot of components that look like what we have here, which is an animal cell. I'm going to use the animal cell to explain the structure of the cell. There is three main components that form most of the cells, or all of the cells. All the cells share in these three components, or three basic units. The first one is a cell membrane. If you look at the cell here, this is a membrane or a layer that surrounds and encircles the whole entire cell body. This is what you call the cell membrane. The cell membrane keeps the cell environment intact, keeps the cell organelles inside safe, and provide the optimum environment for the cell to function. If you take a closer look at that membrane, it is a double membrane, what you call bilayer. It does have two layers, and it's a phospholipid layer that make this membrane. Inside, you're going to find the cytoplasm, and the cytoplasm is the liquid part of the cell. Inside the cytoplasm, you are going to find organelles. These organelles are the part of the cell that swim in the cytoplasm, and they perform specific and specialized function in that cell. For example, here, this is the mitochondria. The mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell. It is the organelle that is responsible for providing and making the energy molecules, the ATPs, for the cell. Take a look here. You're going to find the third component, main component of the cell, which is the nucleus. So we have the cytoplasm, or the membrane first, the cytoplasm, and the nucleus. These are the three main components of every cell. And then we have the organelles. Another organelle is the Golgi Apparatus. These perform secretory function, and they are stacks of flattened sacs with the swollen ends, as you see, and they are associated with the small vesicles. They are found close to the nucleus. Golgi Apparatus found close to the nucleus, as you see, and they play a role in packaging proteins or other substances. Another organelle is the lysosomes. If you see, look at the lysosomes here. I'm going to bring it closer to you. The lysosomes. These vary in size, and they are membranous sacs, and they contain digestive enzymes. The peroxisomes, they are round, small organelles, just like the lysosomes, and they contain enzymes that are able to detoxify alcohol, hydrogen peroxides, and other harmful chemicals like drugs, like medications that we take, like antitoxins that might find its way into our body. So these organelles are found almost in all the cells, but you might ask a question: why cells vary in shape and in function and in what they do and the way they look? They are different because of the differences in the organelles they have. Each cell needs that particular organelle to be able to perform that particular function. For example, the liver, as we just mentioned, the liver and the kidneys, good examples. They have numerous peroxisomes because they need it. Why do they need it? The liver is the main organ that detoxify toxins or harmful substance, and that's why it makes sense to have a lot of it in the liver, while in the muscles you don't need these peroxisome. You might need something different. So organs and tissues and cells vary because of the variation of the organelles they contain. Other organs might not need all these organelles. A good example is the red blood cell, where the cell is turned into a sac that is capable of carrying oxygen and carbon dioxide to and from the tissues. And that's why a red blood cell is a cell that is really modified, got rid of most of the organelles, and don't have a nucleus. And they have the hemoglobin molecules that they use to carry the oxygen. So, to summarize again, we just looked at the cell components and we just touched base a little bit on the functions of the cells. I will talk more next time I see you about the organization of the cells and what you call tissues. So to summarize, I want to emphasize on the fact that our body is a collection of systems that perform particular functions. As we mentioned, different systems perform different functions. Digestive system work in digesting food, elimination, absorption, and to nourish our body. Cardiovascular system work on pushing the blood around the body and so forth. So we are a collection of organs, and these organs are put together to form systems, and the systems form our body. And when we come down to the very delicate structure of our organs, we are millions and millions of cells that are put together to form tissues, and these tissues form our organs. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you next time.